Bwaaa!
Bwaaa trash fight all through the night, deep in the heart of Texas. The trailer park is nice and dark, deep in the heart of Texas. Dad drinks his brew and he spits his chew, deep in the heart of Texas. The TV blares, but no one cares, deep in the heart of Texas. Here we go!
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Bwaaa, rewatch. I am Mike.
Bwaaa, and I'm Rusty.
Rusty, it is Friday. That's
It
why
is
I took
Friday.
it a little easier.
A little
on that.
easier. Yeah, it's Friday, guys. It's our That Ain't Right.
That ain't right episode.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at a big box of chocolate bars here. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so our sponsor, RDX, he graciously sent us all a bunch of candy to try for, a variety packs a piece. He gave us some candy here to try for Christmas. So what are you eating over there, Mike? Which one did you pick out of the bunch to try today?
A picnic bar.
Okay, a picnic. What's in it? What are you tasting there? What's
It
all in there?
says it would cost 60p.
60p, which is pence. Which would be 60 pennies.
Wow.
Pence. Not the same probably equivalent as far as exchange goes, but for vernacular it is the English penny.
There's some nougat in here.
Okay, you got some nougat, which is egg whites.
There's some peanuts.
Okay, we got some peanuts, which is a legume.
I believe there's some
tree legume.
raisins.
Oh, you got a
this.
raisin in there? Okay. Oh, that sounds like a trail mix
There's some caramel.
wrapped chocolate.
It is kind of like trail mix wrapped chocolate. Yeah. I wish it had bird seeds in it.
Yeah, bird seeds.
I love the bird seeds.
Yeah, bird seed. All right, Mason.
Mason, what do you eat?
What do you got?
This first one I'm eating is a flake.
A flake. What you
It's
got, man?
just-
Flake.
I like
according
flake.
to
It's
this,
personal
just
favorite.
chocolate.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. It's just chocolate. What's the texture though? What kind of texture do you have?
It's
This isn't an ad, by the way. We're just trying out some chocolate here.
it's kind of crumbly and it's thicker than I thought it would be.
You know
Yeah.
what it goes great with though?
That's what my
Milk.
wife said.
Jesus Christ.
You know what it goes really, really good with?
What?
A scoop of ice cream or a bowl of ice cream.
No, I want ice cream. Thank
Oh, you know what else it goes well
Or a
with?
shake.
Insulin.
Insulin. Well, in England, when you get ice cream or whatever, that's what, as a kid, we would put flakes.
No.
You put a flake in your ice cream or your milkshake or whatever, and you eat it with your ice cream or your milkshake. It just pairs really well because it's really good chocolate. And
It is
But we've
delicious.
got the obesity.
I'll go ahead. Let me see. I have a Wispa, which is it's a Cadbury.
These are all Cadbury, right?
Yeah, but it's like bubbly. Like I don't know how to. It's like aerated chocolate. So
Yeah.
whenever you bite into it, it's real soft and it just melts in your mouth because there's like a lot of bubble, like a lot of air bubbles in the chocolate.
This one is a Star Bar. It is also 60p. I am also seeing peanuts on this one. I don't know. Let's see. It looks more like a turd, though.
Yeah.
All chocolate does though.
It does kind of. Yeah, you're right.
I am also having a Star Bar.
This is mushier than I thought it would be. I think it has a cookie in it.
Yeah, I feel a little.
Sure.
At the top, you see some I think like rice,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a crunch bar.
Yeah.
It's like a
Ooh,
softer crunch bar.
it's a weird aftertaste. You get that?
Now I am. Huh?
Kind of smoky.
Ooh. Might be the peanut. Might be roasted. The
I think it's the poison that Artie put in.
Yeah.
Can't use the word smoky. I'm trying to quit smoking.
Are you really?
I was.
I didn't know you smoked.
Yeah, I told you after you guys did that
Oh yeah.
episode with
I forgot
Miss
about that.
What was her name?
Summershine.
Yeah,
How much did you smoke?
not a lot, just a couple, like 1 or 2, 3 a day. But
Are
You
you
still
trying
live
to
a long life.
Are you trying to quit because of your health, or money, or both?
yeah, just I guess just health, but like I'm not like being anal about it.
Sure. That's a bad way to smoke cigarettes anally.
Yeah, anally. Yeah. I know you can butt chug beer, but I didn't know you could butt smoke cigarettes.
You can do anything with your butt that you want to. So I'm still chewing on this damn bar.
Yeah, that's good candy. Thanks,
Do you?
thanks, Artie, for the,
Yeah,
for the
thank you,
snack.
Artie. It is very
Thank you,
good.
Artie.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see pink elephants in the room starting to melt. What did he do to this chocolate? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. It's good stuff.
All right, so let's do a little housekeeping while I'm pulling this crap out of my teeth.
All righty, what we got?
Oh, I thought that was you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, my bad. So you can find us at BWAAKOTH on all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. And I don't know why. I do that
It
every
gives out
time.
there at the end. Yeah.
It gives out on the last one. So, yeah, you can go check us out on all those social media platforms. We'd appreciate it if you
I really
went
like
and
this
checked them out.
picnic. This picnic
Yeah, it's
is
good. No,
Yeah,
no,
the
it's like
picnic
a
is very
whole
good.
like
Yeah.
meal almost.
Yeah,
Like
meal.
it's a meal replacement for like like a midday,
Well-
in between lunch and going home.
This is why I like a Snicker bar. Snicker bars weigh like a pound.
Yeah.
They got some heft to
We were
them.
supposed to have a guest today who
Oh, yeah?
actually roasts peanuts for Snicker bars. He unfortunately he has we were actually at the hospital at the same time having kids.
Oh wow!
Our kids are a couple days apart.
I'm assuming your wife was having kids.
Yeah. We were just standing there, watching.
Smoking, pacing.
You can
Yeah,
do
patiently.
it. You're doing great.
Yeah, we
You
were there.
can
We
do
were
it.
there for moral support, nothing else.
So here we go. Today, this is Mason's idea. This is a partial list of guest stars on King of the Hill. Now, we're just covering season 1s and 2 here.
Okay.
We're on the 1s and the 2s. So we're going to start with season 1, the pilot.
Okay.
Gaillard Sartan as children's service supervisor. I don't know who that is.
Can you spell it?
Gaillard. Last name
I got you.
Sartain.
Oh yeah, he was the guy that because we've talked about each guest one as we go on in the other
Sure.
episodes, but he played. Hold on.
He was a children's services
Hee-Haw.
supervisor.
He was on Hee Haw regularly.
Okay.
He was also known for his roles in 3 of the Ernest movies.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see. He actually was in. He played C.D. Parker in the pilot episode of Walker Texas Ranger for 1 episode.
Oh, wow.
He supplied the voice of a social worker in the pilot episode for the animated series King of the Hill.
Oh.
He also played and portrayed as an advisor to Louisiana Governor Earl Long, played by Paul Newman
wow.
in the movie Blaze. He's appeared in more than 40 motion pictures. He played as the Big Bopper in the Buddy Holly story.
Big Bopper.
Sheriff Ray Stuckey in Mississippi Burning.
Mississippi
Mississippi Burning, you know that one?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. The Outsiders, Hollywood Nights, Fried Green Tomatoes.
Wow.
The Replacements. He was the offensive assistant coach in The Replacements. He was in The Big Easy, The Grifters, Getting Even with Dad. He was in The Patriot. That's a good movie. Wagons East with
John Candy.
John Candy, but he didn't get credit for that. And he was also in a deleted scene from the Steve Martin comedy The Jerk. As
One
a
of my
Texas oil
all-time favorites.
millionaire. Yeah.
You ever seen The Jerk?
No, I've never seen that one. That'd be one I have to check.
Mason, you ever seen it?
But that's a
Starts
that's
off-
a hometown native. That's a Wacoan. Old
Starts
Steve
off
Martin,
with Steve
the
Martin
banjo
saying,
player.
I was born a poor young black child.
No, I've never seen that.
That's how
one.
it starts, yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen that one. No.
Steve
Well, now
Martin.
I need to watch that.
Steve Martin is not a black man.
Yeah, if you've never seen any of the Ernest movies, you need to go see those.
Steve
two.
Martin was brought up by a black family in this movie. He is the only one in the family that doesn't have a rhythm. He doesn't know shit from Shinola. His dad has to teach him that. It's fantastic. It's a great movie.
The only way that I could place him physically of who he is and what he looks like is Fried Green Tomatoes. Have you ever seen that movie?
Oh yeah, sure.
I think once.
Okay, well,
I might get confused
he's
with
the
Ed
husband,
Magnolias.
I like to eat
Ed
'em, too.
Couch.
They're good.
He's the husband, Ed,
Oh okay.
the guy on the couch. It's funny because their last name is Couch.
Oh yeah.
Ed Couch is who he plays.
It is funny when somebody's name is the same as the thing they're sitting on.
Yeah.
My favorite quote from The Jerk was Steve Martin. He is working as a. I'm sorry, I'm still chewing. He is working as a barker at the carnival, guessing people's weight. right?
Wow.
And this woman is like a daredevil. So she gets on a motorcycle, she runs through a flaming hoop and all this
Yeah.
stuff. She gets done. She comes over and grabs Steve Martin. She wants to have sex with him.
Oh wow.
And so they get up in one of the the zipper little things you sit in. You know what I'm talking about, the zipper?
Yeah.
They get in one of those and you just see it going back and forth, right?
You're talking about like the carnival ride, the zipper. Yeah, where it like has the bucket and you go around like that.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
So they're in one of those and they're obviously screwing and he says, "Look at that, my name is on your ass." And so she's had his name tattooed on her ass. He goes, "I can't believe it. First I'm in a phone book, now I'm on your ass."
That's funny. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Okay, so that's season 1, the pilot. We're not going to get very far on this list. Second one, Square Peg, Mary Shear as Gracie. Do we know Mary Shear?
I don't.
Scheer. Mary Shear.
We'll look her up. Mary Shear. Here we go.
This is from the second episode, Square Peg.
Okay, she had a recurring role on iCarly.
Okay. Never
she
watched
also
iCarly.
voiced Alice the zookeeper in
Alice the Zookeeper, the movie.
the Penguins of Madagascar animated TV series. She was
okay.
also in Mad TV. Okay, so she was.
Oh, she was.
She was Mad TV in 1995. Her characters were Miss Jewel Barone
I don't know.
in the Smoker sketch. And I'm not even gonna keep naming them because I don't know any of them either.
I do know who this is.
Do you?
Do you know? Where do you know her from, though? Do you know her from Mad TV?
iCarly.
Oh, you know her from iCarly.
Forget how young
My
I
God.
am.
Yeah,
Mason.
I forget.
Come
I
on.
forget you're a little younger. So she played Marissa Benson, right?
Yeah, she was Freddie's mom.
Yeah, Freddie's mom. Yeah,
Never liked her.
Freddie was the
Oh,
other
I'm in a
kid
different
in
universe.
iCarly, right?
Yeah, he was the boy
title
of the
guy,
trio,
or not
yeah.
the boy of the trio. Yeah, her,
Yeah.
Samantha, and him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That's cool. She's
Oh,
hey, at least she's still working. She got to be in the reboot.
We'll talk about her animated appearances real fast because I feel like that matters more so for what we're discussing. So
Okay.
she was outside of her.
She played a wheelbarrow.
She was in Freakazoid. She played a voice in one episode of Freakazoid.
Don't know what that is.
Lands of Lore, Guardians of Destiny.
No idea.
It's apparently a video game, but I have never heard of that video game.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna seek it out right now or later on. It's a D&D turn-based game.
Wonderful.
So you've got King of the Hill. She played Miss Bittner, the bank teller, and Gracie. So she does play 3 characters over 2 episodes. She was in Family Guy as Ann Landers. Isn't Ann Landers the newspaper?
Yeah, she was the like she would give you advice.
Yeah, the advice from Ann Landers. She was in Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker, Hey Arnold, The Penguins of Madagascar, and then a movie called Twin Mirror. So there you go.
That is
Mary Shea,
fantastic.
the voice.
Next, third episode, The Order of the Straight Arrow. We have Victor Aaron as John Redcorn. So this is one of 3 different voices that play John Redcorn.
I thought it was only 2.
It was
Maybe
on 2.
it's 2.
It was him and then Jonathan Josh.
So Jonathan
and it was
Josh.
because this guy here died September 4th, 1997.
R.I.P. Victor Aaron.
September 4th, 1996.
Mm.
So this episode was the only episode that he did because he passed away.
Got it.
So our voice for
Be weird to do it after.
definitely be weird.
Yeah.
But our voice for John Redcorn would have been entirely different if he didn't, his tragic death, which I'm not sure. Let's see, car accident. So it was it was even more tragic than a normal, health related death. So he died at the age of 39, 7 days before his 40th birthday.
If you get in a car and you just run it right into an embankment to try to kill yourself, is that still a car accident?
I don't know. Yeah, because you still wrecked the car, but it's not an accident though. So it's a car intentional.
I don't know.
It's a car on purpose.
Yeah, I don't get it. All right, next episode, Hank's Got the Willies. This is number 4. We get Dennis Hopper as himself. We get Chuck Mangione for the first time as himself. And we get Willie Nelson as himself.
Yeah, so those are all self-explanatory, except for maybe Dennis Hopper. So everybody should know who Willie Nelson is if you're from Texas. He's a
You don't know
country.
who Dennis Hopper is?
I know who Dennis Hopper is, but our audience, there's some
Okay.
people in our audience that might
right.
not know, because I mean, he's an older actor. He was born in 1936,
Sure.
so he he is definitely a generation or two away from what's
What's
on movies.
the big movie that put Dennis Hopper on the map?
I would say Giant or Cool Hand Luke. Well, I mean, those are the two. That,
Easy Rider.
Oh, Easy Rider.
Easy Rider would be the one. Yeah, he was
Easy Rider.
like with him and Peter Fonda. That's when they became stars. But yes, he's been in stuff like Giant and
You know
things
why
like that.
Easy Rider was the big one for him though? Because it was his dictatorial, his directorial debut. I was about to say dictatorial. His directorial debut was that movie. So
yeah,
he also got a nomination for the best original screenplay for that movie.
So the best thing I've ever seen Dennis Hopper in is Blue Velvet.
Blue Velvet.
He was the
Cool Hand Luke's probably my favorite.
He was the insane guy who always carried around an oxygen tank with him, and he was always, and then he would do something, and then he would do something.
You know, I didn't even know he was in some of these movies.
Yeah,
I don't even remember. I don't even remember because these are like later on. So I didn't remember him being in Super Mario Bros. In '93, but he was the villain. He was the villain in that.
Okay.
I guess he played Bowser then.
All right.
Bowser's the
Whatever.
villain. I don't
Sure.
know. He played the villain in Speed.
Mhm.
I don't remember
Yeah.
that. I don't remember him doing that.
Yeah.
You don't remember Speed?
I remember Speed, but I don't remember Dennis Hopper being the villain.
What do you got to keep it above?
55.
Oh, 50. 55, yeah.
And then
I
Waterworld.
love these little quizzes.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I do remember Waterworld. Yeah,
That is like
it's a
the-
terrible movie.
Well, people say it's terrible, just like the Postman.
It's an
The
awful movie.
Postman movie.
Postman's
too?
good.
You like the Postman?
Waterworld is bad.
You don't
It's
like
a bad
the Waterworld
movie.
at all? Not
No,
even
man,
Like, it has zero redeeming qualities.
They're on jet skis. It sucks.
Even though it's
Very, very
Does it
hard to
suck?
make a movie and make jet skis cool. People on jet skis don't look cool.
I think jet skis are cool.
Jet skis may be cool, and it may be fun to be on a jet ski, but you can't make a movie with a jet ski and make somebody look cool.
Nah, I guess not.
That's just not a thing.
Bwaaa trash fight all through the night, deep in the heart of Texas.
All right, let's talk a
You're
little
all
bit about
hunched over with a
what was the other two?
life
Willie Nelson and
jacket
who
on.
else?
Chuck Mangione.
Well,
Yeah, they're self-explanatory.
yeah. Well, Willie Nelson's pretty self-explanatory, but for people that don't know from like the younger generation, he wrote a lot.
He
of
wrote
songs
all the songs
he
before
became-
1973.
Probably,
Every
yeah.
song.
Probably, yeah. I mean, there's a huge list of hits songs that he wrote.
Oh yeah, he wrote a shit
yeah,
ton.
he wrote a
of
shit
songs,
ton. Like Patsy Cline's "Crazy." He did that.
Oh,
one.
yeah, no, yeah,
he did a
yeah,
lot of good stuff.
That was when he still had short hair and stuff and was dressing in those Western suits.
Yeah, before he went fully I feel like that was the Hollywood
Oh yeah,
Willie
sure.
Nelson,
Yeah,
the
they were
way
trying
they
to-
wanted him to be, kind of like
Square
there's a
peg,
song,
round hole,
Well,
that
there's
kind
a
of thing.
song
Yeah.
that the lead singer from Stain did after Aaron Lewis, whenever he went on his own and did his little country album. Well, Stained, he went to the industry as a country artist.
Okay.
And they told him, no, that's not what's hot right now. Go do this, change your sound a little bit, and be
We're
a
selling
and
Axe
do
body spray
Stained.
here.
Yeah.
You got to get into a band.
So he did
yeah.
the Stained band thing, and and then that was what he had said in the song was something along the lines of, "This is what Hollywood tried to make me. They told me to change my name and do this just to be a part of the industry."
I've got to correct you. I
Okay.
think you said that was Victor Aaron's last episode. The next one, I believe, is. It
sorry,
is
yeah.
Luann's Saga.
Yeah, my bad.
Yep.
What I meant is everything after season 2
Yeah,
is
sure.
Jonathan Joss, who's actually going to be in Waco at AGT Expo.
That's what I
Yeah.
hear. This is Victor Aaron as John Redcorn. This is in Luann's Saga. This is episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chuck Mangione as himself. Those are the only two in that one.
Yeah, and Chuck Mangione.
And I guess they're
yeah,
saying
pretty
Victor
cool guy.
Aaron because it's changed.
Is he still alive, Chuck Mangione?
Yeah, he feels so good.
It'd be cool to get him as a guest on
Thank you
here
very
if I could figure out how to get a hold of how do you get a hold of Chuck Mangione? Does anybody have a flugelhorn? I hear if you blow a flugelhorn 3 times into
In the mirror.
into the midday sun.
Oh, okay.
That
You have to
Chuck-
know what midday is.
Yeah, you have to.
You
find,
have to have a flugelhorn.
Well, no, you have to find the exact point of the. I guess you would call it the equinox of midday, like
Okay.
at the sun at its exact highest point of midday.
All right.
And then you have to blow the flugelhorn as loud as you can 3 times, and then he's supposed to appear.
That may be one of the most ridiculous things we've ever said on this show. Yeah,
No, it's been worse.
it may be. Okay, next one is Hank's Unmentionable Problem. We have 2 on here. We have Stephen Banks as Dr. Morley. And while you look up Stephen Banks, I'm going to say Jim Cummings as C. Everett Koop. C. Everett Koop at the time was
Stephen what?
It is Stephen Banks.
Oh, Banks, okay.
B-A-N-K-S. And then Jim Cummings, Cummings, as C. Everett Koop. C. Everett Koop was
Jim Cummings. Is that who you said?
Uh-huh.
Jim Cummings is a famous Disney voice. He does Winnie the Pooh. That's the one that comes to my mind specifically.
But he did C. Everett Koop.
He did C. Everett Koop.
Who was the Surgeon General at the time.
And he was the guy that kind of looked like Colonel Sanders.
He did. He did.
That's what that reminded me of, is he looks like Colonel Sanders, yeah.
Now we have 2 episodes in a row where we have no guest stars. We have West East Side Story. There's none in there. And then we have Shins of the Father. There's none in there.
Oh, yeah, that Stephen Banks guy, real quick. My bad.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Stephen Banks. Let's see, make sure this is the right Stephen Banks.
He invented the bread tie.
There's always like 100 people named Stephen Banks. So let's see.
While Rusty is looking that up,
Yeah, I don't know why it takes me away from.
let me tell you about C. Everett Koop.
Oh, I found him.
The
Here we
many
go.
things
Sorry.
that he, thank God, because I didn't have anything about C. Everett Koop.
No, he's an Cat Dog. High
Oh, yeah,
Puffy.
yeah. We've talked
Yeah, we've
about
talked about him.
Yeah,
He did Cat Dog. He did some stuff with SpongeBob too.
He only does those 2-word things, though. He does Cat Dog. He does SpongeBob. He does
Hi, Puffy Ami Yumi.
Yeah, God bless you. What'd you say?
What'd you
That's
say?
the other show that he worked on.
What's the show called?
Hi, Puffy Ami Yumi. I only know how to say it because I watched it when I was a kid.
Wow.
Oh,
We're
okay.
learning so much about you, Mason. Hi,
Yeah,
Carly
yeah.
and
So
Hi,
he
Puffy,
did.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
He's also appeared in movies and several TV shows such as Beverly Hills Cop 3, Dharma and Greg. Sorry,
Dharma and Greg. That was a good show.
That was
I liked
decent.
that show.
Yeah. Dream On, Caroline in the City, The Jimmy Kimmel Show,
Dream
and
On was a good show.
Parks and Rec, Mom, and Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. So he's popped up in a
Parks
few
and
places.
Rec.
But he also he has this thing that he has a performance that he does as Billy the Mime.
Wait, you got a picture of Jim Cummings? Let me see him.
Oh, I got a picture of Jim. Yeah, for sure.
That's who we're talking about? No, we're talking about Stephen Banks. I want a picture of Stephen Banks. Let me see Stephen Banks.
If I can find a picture of him, he's one of those really obscure human beings that doesn't have a lot of faces. Let's see.
He doesn't
His
have a
middle
lot
name
of,
is Craig, if that helps.
He doesn't have a lot of
It
faces.
does. That's actually how I had
He's
to
only
find
got the
him.
one.
Stephen Craig Banks. Let's just put that in.
Stephen Craig Banks is Dr.
Images.
Morley.
Oh, here we go.
But you're bringing up some stuff that I'm thinking I know who it is. I just want to see his face on your brand new Artie laptop.
Yeah, the Artie laptop. Thanks for the laptop, Artie, there.
Oh, yeah, that's not who I thought it
That
was at
fella
all.
there.
Okay, never mind. Okay, moving on. We had the 2 episodes with nobody in them. Then we get to Peggy the Boggle Champ. We get Chuck Mangione as himself again. And then we get Laurie Metcalf as Sissy Cobb. Do y'all know Laurie Metcalf?
Jackie.
Yeah, exactly. Jackie from Roseanne. That's right.
Oh,
And-
okay. Yeah,
And
yeah.
the what are they called? The
Connors?
Connors. Yeah.
You know what I know her from, though?
That thing's still on.
You know what I
Yes.
know her from?
Wow.
Isn't she? She's the mother in the Big Bang Theory of what's his name?
Yeah,
Sheldon.
Sheldon. She's Sheldon's mom.
She's
And
been
she's
in
in Young Sheldon too.
She's been in a butt ton
I
of
think-
stuff.
I think she
yeah,
I think
she's
she
been
appears in
a
Young
butt ton of
Sheldon.
stuff. She's in a lot of stuff.
She was also in Third Rock from the Sun. She's a 12-time Emmy Award nominee as well. So she's no
Wow.
slouch. She was on the Norm Show as well. Did you know that?
Oh,
I did
crap.
not know
that.
I didn't know she was the mom in Treasure Planet.
Yeah, she was the mom in Treasure Planet. She was on Frasier. She did some stuff on Desperate Housewives.
She was on Frasier. I forgot
Horace and
about that.
Pete.
She's
Hacks.
done so much stuff. She's
The hell's
one
a
of
Horace
She's
and
one of the
Pete?
few people
Yeah.
that has her own filmography page.
Mm.
Yeah, she does. She has her own filmography page. Not only that, she was a Saturday Night Live cast member for a year the year before she did Roseanne, or 6 years or 7 years before she did Roseanne. She was a Saturday Night Live cast member for a year.
And
Wow.
I'm mad at
She's
myself
crazy.
for
Yeah.
forgetting that she was Mrs. Loomis.
Yeah, she's all
Mrs.
over
Loomis
the
in
place.
what?
Scream 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's all over the place. She did some other notable movies she was in was Desperately Seeking Susan and Uncle Buck, JFK.
Oh yeah, Uncle Buck is the one I really remember her from because she was the next door neighbor who wanted to have sex with Buck.
yeah. She was in JFK, Dear God, Georgia Rule, and Scream 2 as well. So
Wowzers.
yeah.
All right, next one. Keeping up with our Joneses. The only guest star we have here is Billy West as Sigarinder's leader. Now, Billy West.
He's a famous.
Is he not the guy that does Bender on Futurama?
No,
that
he
right?
doesn't do.
No, he does Fry.
He does,
Oh, he does Fry.
Yeah, he
That's
doesn't do
right.
Bender.
That's right. That's what I meant.
Bender's somebody else. I remember because they were reviving Futurama
And Billy
as
West
well.
is not in it. Yeah.
And it was a lot of drama about voice actors getting paid what they're worth, and the Bender guy was the one that was getting kind of like not paid the same way everybody else was, and he was refusing to do the show until he got paid. And then of course they're gonna pay him because they want to revive the show. So the guy got paid at the end of the day anyway.
You can't have Futurama without Bender.
No.
You really
you
can't.
cannot.
I would
No.
not watch it without Bender because I think the Bender Fry relationship is like it's like Scooby Doo and Shaggy. Like with this new Scooby Doo that they're creating, I don't care about like them changing the color of characters and changing the race of characters. Well, that has no problem with me. But when
But
you
you
take
can't get rid of
Shaggy
Scooby?
or sorry, you take Scooby out of the show, it's not Scooby Doo without Scooby Doo. It's just
Nancy
a
Drew.
gang of teenage kids. Yeah,
Did
that's
you,
all it is. Nancy Drew.
Did you see the movie Scoob?
Yeah, that was a good movie.
It's a very good movie.
I love it. Yeah, I
honestly.
love any of the Scooby Doo stuff. My son is a huge
didn't
Scooby Doo fan.
It didn't get much.
Wait, Mike, are you being serious? But we talking about the one that came out in 2020?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great.
Are you guys
I liked
actually
it.
calling Scoob a good movie?
I liked it. Yeah, I thought it
liked
was good.
My son is a
You did not
Scooby
like
Doo.
it, I'm assuming?
My son is the ultimate Scooby Doo connoisseur and aficionado. He knows literally every rendition of Scooby Doo that's ever came out, even pup named Scooby Doo, even the 13 Ghost one where it was just Scooby, Shaggy, and Scrappy with the
Yeah.
little kid in the yellow jumpsuit.
Yeah, that was
Like he
that was a time.
knows them all,
One of my
and he
fa-
could tell you within the first 2 minutes of the show, just from the opening, whatever's happening in the scene. Oh, this is so and so. So it's Fred in the deal with the candlestick. You know what I mean? He could tell you the whole. Who the goblin or the ghost or the ghoul or whatever it is.
One of my favorite movie moments of all time is Scooby Doo 2 by the director
James Gunn.
James Gunn.
You
Yeah.
mean the Monsters Unleashed?
And where they kick out Scrappy Doo because he pees in the van.
Oh no, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
Scooby Doo.
That's
Is
the
it
first
the first
Scooby-Doo.
one?
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
the
first
first
one.
one.
I thought it
Yeah,
was the
it's in
second
first one.
Yeah, that's my favorite moment. You just get rid of Scrappy Doo.
But
Scrappy is a problem, and then Baby Godzilla.
Oh God! Don't.
we'll take Billy West back to something more relatable to you that
Godzuki.
you would know. So he was the title character for Ren and Stimpy as well. He did the
Yes,
he did
that's
Ren and
where I know
Stimpy.
Billy West from.
He
Exactly.
did or Doug. He did the title character for Doug. He did Bugs Bunny in Space Jam in 1996.
Yeah,
He did the Space Jam movie.
I don't care about Space Jam, but
He was also
Ren and Stimpy is my stuff.
Yeah, he also does Buzz from the Honey Nut Cheerios. He also voices Red, the M&M, the Red M&M.
The Red M&M. Okay.
He also voices established characters there was a big when Mel Blanc died, the voice actor for everything Looney Tunes, whenever he passed, it left this huge gap in voices.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
he
yeah.
did he literally did all of Looney Tunes.
You ever seen the print from when Mel Blanc died? All the characters around his grave.
I
and
saw
stuff. It's
that.
really
Yeah,
cool.
it was really cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, so
Mel Blanc was a genius.
yeah, definitely. So after he passed, there was like this void. So people had to start. They had to
Yeah,
start
sure.
finding voice actors that could fill those roles.
And they
So
have yet to find them.
Billy West was one of them that did it. He actually did Elmer Fudd, Popeye, Shaggy Rogers, Skeets, Tom, Muttley, and Woody the Woodpecker.
Muttley.
He did Muttley.
Wow. Yeah.
That, I
yeah.
mean, how does
Yeah.
that's all
That's
you have to
Muttley.
do?
Yeah,
that's all
that's
you have to
pretty
do
much
is
Muttley, yeah.
wheeze.
Yeah. You know Muttley, Mason?
You already know the answer.
I will agree with you and say that
Muttley.
there is nobody that has done it as good as Mel
No.
Blanc. You could always hear the little differences and stuff, but it's still there's
Yeah, but you
there's
gotta do
really
it
really
somehow,
good
sure.
renditions. You got to keep the money farm going.
All right. This one I don't understand. The next episode.
Okay.
This is King Ant of the Hill, or King of the Ant Hill.
Mhm.
And it's Glenn Berger, Berger, as Ladybird.
Glenn Berger as Ladybird.
Yeah, I don't get that one. I don't remember Ladybird speaking at all. Did she just
I
bark?
don't know. I'm gonna look this up here really quick.
Glenn Berger as Ladybird. And I'm sure Artie and everybody else is out there yelling at us and they know exactly what the answer to this is, but I do not know the answer to this.
Yeah, I'm not really sure either.
I'm looking at the.
What episode is this again?
Your list is from Wikipedia, right?
King of the Ant Hill. Yeah, I think so. Probably.
They might have screwed this up because when I click on his page, it's listing him as a writer,
Oh.
story editor, and
Okay.
producer on King of the Hill. But
All
not-
right.
they voiced later. Maybe he did like a quick.
I didn't think
maybe he did
anybody.
a quick bark.
Yeah, I don't
Just
think
to-
anybody ever did Ladybird, but whatever. Sure. All right, so we'll skip to the next one and the last one. It is Plastic White Female, one of my favorite episodes. Jennifer Coolidge as Miss Kresmer. Jennifer Coolidge isn't Jennifer Coolidge the one that did the female Chucky? Didn't she do the voice of female Chucky?
I think so. I hate how much I have to look up stuff. I'm sorry, everybody.
No, you're good, man. You're good. You're good. People understand. You have to look things up. But I'm almost positive Jennifer Coolidge was. Is that her?
Bride of Chucky. I don't think that was her.
Oh, shit. Maybe Jennifer Coolidge is the...
I mean, she's been in a lot of stuff, though.
She's the blonde lady. Was she in Best in Show?
She was in Yin Yang Yo? Holy crap.
Yin Yang Yo. What's that?
Don't
Is that
know
an
any of this
anime?
shit.
That was a a cartoon.
Jennifer Coolidge, was she not in Best in Show?
Oh, Jennifer Coolidge is.
What year was that?
What's her name? That's Stifler's mom.
Yeah, so that's her. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah.
lady. Yeah.
Oh, she's also the bend and snap.
yes,
Bend
yes,
and snap.
Yeah.
Bend
Yeah.
and snap. You know, my sister was very disheartened. She runs a daycare. She's an assistant director over a daycare.
Right.
And she's got a lot of younger girls that work for her.
Okay.
Well, one of the girls had dropped something, and
She didn't.
my
do the bend
sister
and
was
snap?
joking with her and said, "When you pick it up, do the bend and snap." And the girl had no clue of the reference. And that was my sister's only like 27 or so, but that was
Yeah.
her first indicator
Welcome.
that she was aging.
Welcome to age.
Yeah, that was her first indicator. She's
Yeah.
like, "Oh wow, I'm really getting older." They don't know what Legally Blonde is.
And then the
So-
last one here is Miss Johnson, played by Dawn with two N's Lewis.
Dawn with twins. Let's see who that is.
Dawn
Dawn
Lewis. She
Lewis.
played Miss Johnson. I don't even remember who Miss Johnson was in Plastic White Female. Is this not the
Oh,
one? Is this not the one
uh,
about the styrofoam head though? Right?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
a styrofoam head. So she's the one that plays. Isn't she the one that does the? Oh damn, she's the one that always the teacher, right?
Miss Johnson.
That's the
not
teacher
Miss
for.
Kresmer.
Oh, Miss Johnson. So she's the other teacher in the
Maybe.
in King of the Hill. Maybe. I can't remember either. That's terrible that we don't even know what we're
Dawn
into here.
Lewis, two N's. Dawn.
Okay,
Lewis.
so Dawn Lewis,
Nun.
she played in the ABC sitcom Hanging with Mr. Cooper
Okay.
as Robin. She
Okay.
played Robin
Okay.
on that show.
I know exactly who this is.
Cheryl Spade in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
She's the one that Luann talks to beside the teacher about the upcoming test. Yeah, she's the
Yeah.
other student, I believe,
So her career started.
in the 1850s.
No, you might know this. No, 85 is where her career is like begins.
Yeah.
So, have you ever heard of the Tap Dance Kid National Tour?
Nope.
Well, that was where she got her career started. A Different World.
A Different World. Definitely.
Okay, so
Yeah, that
she
a
was
spinoff
in
of the Cosby
the
Show.
first 5 of the 6 seasons. She
Mhm.
played Jaleesa Vincent
Sure.
in the show. So
Okay.
she was in there from 87 to 92. That was her first. And then she went on to Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
And she got drugged by Bill Cosby.
Yeah, but she might have. I mean, she might be
Mhm.
one of the people that was listed. I don't know. I haven't. I don't know if there doesn't say anything here on. I'm sure if there was some drama surrounding it, it would say here.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't think so.
And then, so she hasn't really done a lot of stuff as of late, but she spots around and does different voices. Did a lot of video game voices. She did Granny Grimm on The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Granny Grimm.
Storm from X-Men in 3 X-Men games. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. Mason, you know that one?
Yes, I love the Ultimate Alliance games.
Yeah, so she plays in those 3 games, the Ultimate Alliance 3 games. She does the voice for Storm in all of those. She was also in the Disney Channel original movie, The Poof Point and Let It Shine.
Let it shine, let it shine.
Oh,
let it
and
shine.
there was a 5-episode NBC miniseries called The 10th Kingdom. Oh, yeah. And she played Blabberwort the Troll. There you go.
That's what we're going to go out on is Blabberwort the Troll.
Carmen Sandiego, too. She had a big role in Carmen Sandiego. I forgot as well.
That's
so,
cool. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
I never found out. I never got to the end of the show. I never made it to the last season. So she
What was
played
what
the
was
chief.
the name of the what was the name of the group? Bow, bow, bow.
Bow, bow, bow.
What's the name of that
I don't
group?
know.
It's Rockapella.
Oh, Rockapella.
Rockapella. Bow, 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 bow.
You know what that
Where in
noise?
the
Bow, bow,
world
bow,
is Carmen
bow, bow, bow.
Sandiego?
That reminds me of Blue's Clues. That bow, bow. That noise.
Yeah, Blue's Clues has a movie now.
Blue's Clues not only has a movie, they have all 3 of the original, or all 3 of the Steves. The original Steve, the Steve that followed Steve, and then the other Steve that followed
We
Steve.
just
and
got
Steve.
a letter.
They saw No
We
Way
just
Home
got
and were
a
like,
letter.
hold my beer.
We just got
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's the
Wonder
thing is that
who
was
it's from.
well, what it is right now is it's a research because like the Teletubby, there was some rumor about one
Oh,
of the
dear
Teletubbies
God,
dying
no.
or something like that. But
I
you got to
hope
think
so.
it's a resurgence of all of this stuff, all of the all
I
of
saw a
these
thing about
people
the-
are growing up.
I saw a
and-
thing about the girl who played the son.
It's all the nostalgia.
in Teletubbies.
Well, it's like in the 90s when all the stuff from the 70s was coming back.
Yeah.
Because I remember in the 90s, there was like this heavy
Yeah, you know what?
rotation of stuff coming back from the 70s.
That sucked also.
Well, you know what's coming around now? Now that it's the 90s, or now it's 2022.
Now that it's the 90s, kids.
Well, now all the stuff for the 90s kids is coming back around. Like
Yeah.
they redid the 70s show as that
Yeah, the
90s
90s
show.
show.
And I watched the trailer for it, and it's got, the only thing that I ever cared about that show, as long as it has Kitty and Red Foreman in it,
yeah.
they could have anybody else floating around and they want.
Sure.
As long as it has those two. So it has those two
I don't
as
think
the
what's
main.
his face is on it.
Well, nobody's really on it but them two. Everybody will make a guest
I
appearance.
think the girl is on it.
Everyone except the obvious one is gonna make a guest appearance.
Toby won't make a guest appearance. Oh no, Danny
Oh,
Masterson.
Danny,
The
They're not going to
rapist.
put Danny Masterson in
He's
there,
a rapist.
but he got
Well, he
it
got
was
a declared a
mistrialed.
mistrial.
He got declared a mistrial, but they said that it was heavy acquittal for him.
Okay.
But there was a hang up on a couple of people in the room, and that's
Yeah.
what called the mistrial.
So one,
So I don't know. So if I'm not
whether
going
he
to
did
say
it
he
or
didn't
not,
do it,
his
innocent
career
until proven
is over.
guilty. Yeah, his
Yeah.
career is over.
Yeah.
But it's still, and that's sad for.
he was on that
I
thing
hope-
with
well, he's in
what's
his-
his
I don't
face,
know.
right? The ranch.
He's
yeah.
a part of the Scientology group too. So
Is he?
Yeah, he is. He's a Scientologist. So it makes it so. I want to think that he didn't do anything, but he's a part of the Scientology group of people. So
I
they're-
hope no one was assaulted, but
Yeah,
Yeah, me
it's
too.
sad
If he-
to see him. If he did do it, then I don't care. But if he didn't do it, then it's sad to see that his career is ruined.
Oh,
and we
that
can't
happens
have
now.
Him,
Yeah.
we can't have him on these shows because the Ranch. That was like one of my favorite shows when it was coming out because it gave you that 70s show feel again of this, this
Yeah.
family that was almost relatable. And
they had to
Almost
write him
really.
out.
almost, yeah, they had the right amount of relatability to me being.
He got
from
run over by a
group
bull.
of rednecks.
No,
yeah.
he was like getting threatened by some gangsters and just had to leave.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's what he did. They just chased
Gangsters
him off.
at the ranch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Okay.
like some
Ranch
well,
gangsters.
Well, not gangsters. We'll call them outlaws.
Outlaws.
Some
okay.
outlaws, some cattle rustlers.
All right. The
Because it
Black
said in
Bart
like
gang.
Montana or no, it's Colorado.
No,
So
it was
like
Montana. No, it was.
It was Colorado. It said in Colorado.
Oh yeah, it was
sure.
Colorado. Yeah. I haven't watched it in a while.
Because they talk about Denver and Boulder City and all that. But no, that's a good show.
Okay.
I hope this show is going to be good. The '90s show. It's sad to see, not to have one of because he is again one of my
Mhm.
favorite.
Oh,
That was
sure.
one of my favorite
Yeah.
ones. Was him in the show.
Well, I teased at the front that we were going to do seasons 1 and 2. We obviously are only going to do season 1.
It is what it is. You got to talk about the
Yeah, sure.
the guests. We got to let the
All right.
audience know who they are if they
Plus,
don't
the
know.
season 2 list is a lot longer.
It is
than
a
the
lot
season
longer,
1
you're
list.
right.
Season 2 list is
So
hella long.
let's thank Artie again for our Boxo chocolates.
Yeah, Artie, appreciate you
And
again,
the
Artie.
laptop.
Appreciate you for the sponsoring us here at the Bwaaa King
At
of the Hill
the
podcast.
Artie Presents King of the Hill Bwaaa podcast.
Yeah, RDX. All right, man. Appreciate you. And
Yeah, thanks,
you can
Artie.
find us again at BWAAKOTH on all social media platforms. That includes Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And I didn't slip that time.
Yeah,
And you can also now find us on YouTube. I
Yeah.
currently only have up to the 4th episode of our season 1 on there. And I'll slowly be uploading
It'll
that.
happen. Sure.
Well, I'm going to try to do unique graphics
Takes
for
a
each
little bit.
one, too. So,
Yeah.
like, I want it to be, like, a visual appealing. And we also have Mike has
we'll see.
treated me to a Christmas gift of our
A
Bwaaa
Bwaaa
logo.
t-shirt. Yeah.
It is our test run. We did 2
Yeah.
shirts. Mike did one for him and one for me
Uh-huh.
as a Christmas gift
With
to
I Draw
ourselves.
Basketballs.
Yeah, from I Draw Basketballs on Instagram. You go check him out too.
Yeah.
And we hope to have many new things for the new year for you guys. This isn't the New Year episode because we're going to do one for New Year's for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
But this isn't the New Year's episode. But
This
we
is
do want to
just
try to
Friday.
do. This
It's
is
just
just
a Friday.
It's a Friday at the end of the year. So I hope that
Friday.
you're all like geared up, getting ready for some holidays. I hope that some of you guys have some good holidays, some long holidays. Maybe some of you
Hey,
have the whole month off.
You know what? When this comes out, it'll be the day of our Rogue Media Network Christmas party.
Yeah, it will. It'll
Yeah.
be the day of our. Yeah, it will be.
We're having our Christmas party.
And actually, that is my son's 12th birthday, too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I turned 12 that day on the 9th. Yeah,
You going to be able to make it?
yeah. I'm
Okay.
still going to make it. I'm going to come for like an hour or so.
Sure.
I'm not going to be able to be for the whole thing, but I'll come
Yeah.
up for a little bit. I'm going to make an appearance.
It's awesome. Great.
I might bring some dry natural wines.
Dry humps?
No, Rusty. You can
Oh.
either pick
That's
your
right.
family or the podcast. One of the two.
Family or the podcast. Yeah, pick one or die.
All right, guys. Well, thank you again for joining us.
Yeah, we appreciate everything.
You can check out all the other shows at roguemedianetwork.com.
Yep, go get 'em.
And
Get them where you get them.
we will see you next time.
Wimatanye.
Wimatanya. Mason, give us a Wimatanya. Just real quick.
Wimatani.
There it is.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.
Frozen, Frozen, heroes. Gonna tell you about Frozen, Frozen, heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hey, I'm Zach,
And I'm Mike.
and we have a fantastic new podcast to tell you about. Bros, Foes, and Heroes. It's the two of us looking into the world of comics, breaking down some characters that you may have never heard of, and some that are just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, so Zach comes up with a character each time, and I go into it just completely blind. I don't know who this person is or what their abilities are or anything, and basically I guess we kind of go over their origin story and just some of the ridiculous stuff that maybe, especially Golden Age stuff.
Oh, Golden Age stuff is always the best, and we will make sure to highlight all of the shenanigans and just absolute weirdness of everything.
Yeah, that's right. So subscribe today and follow us on Instagram at Bros Foes Heroes.
And if you don't, I know where you live. Not really, but please subscribe.
Frozen, Frozen, heroes. Gonna tell you about Frozen, Frozen, heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Welcome to One Star Rewind, a new podcast about those dreaded one-star reviews that every business owner hates to receive, but yet every customer loves to read. During this podcast, we will peel back that one-star review to better understand how it happened, when it happened, and what the business owner is doing after receiving that one-star review. This podcast will be about love, hate, and laughter. On One Star Rewind, we will meet with real business owners who will tell their stories and how they do rely on reviews for their business. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or download us at roguemedianetwork.com. Please subscribe, but only rate and review for not a one-star review. Join us each time for a new review and a new story.